Here is the story of Millie Saffold. Ms. Saffold's life is one of hard work and patience. She migrated from Mississippi to Waterloo in the 1940s with her husband, Sylvester Saffold, who was employed at the John Deere foundry. Ms. Saffold worked for 23 years as a cleaning lady. To many people, this may be considered a menial job, but within the context of the racial discrimination that African Americans faced, such jobs were the only ones readily open to black people. Moreover, Ms. Saffold's life clearly shows that any task can be undertaken with honor and dignity. Her life story epitomizes the experience of many African American women who took on back-breaking and low-paying jobs to support their families. When and where were you born?
When and where? Lexington, Mississippi. August 7, 1921.
Were you raised in the urban or the rural environment?
Well, it's kind of like the rural. The
rural, okay.
Because, when you're farming, it's out in the rural, like.
What was life like on the farm? What was it like for you?
Well, I liked it pretty good.
Okay.
Good, get a lot of good exercises out there. And, get good sunshine, working in them crops.
What kind of crops did?
Corn, we raised corn, cotton, peas, and sweet potatoes, chickens, cows.
Okay. A wide variety there.
Right.
Okay, wide variety.
Right, very wide.
Okay. Now, your father,
Mm-hmm.
he was running the farm, he was operating the farm?
He was operating his own farm.
Okay, what was his name?
Bertha.
Bertha? Okay. And now, where did he learn to farm?
Well, from his parents. They farm.
Okay.
No, I guess he be farming all his life.
How big was the farm?
Well, he had like about 80 acres, but that's about what much as he farmed, about 80 acres.
80 acres.
Mm-hmm. But the farm was 200 acres, his whole place. But he didn't farm it all. Some he had in pastures, some a lot of timber on it, and he would sell a lot of timber off of it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Timber and cattle.
Right.
So now you talk about these 80 acres that he actually farmed.
Mm-hmm.
You tilled the land.
He tilled
the land.
Mm-hmm.
You said cotton.
Cotton and corn and peas and sweet potatoes.
Cotton.
Peanuts.
Okay, all right. And now tell me now, you guys are working hard on the farm.
Yes,
helping
pretty.
your father out.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing for entertainment?
Well, it wasn't really too much entertainment unless when you get through doing that field work, on the weekend you want to rest.
Okay.
You want to rest. You ain't talking about no entertainment.
Okay.
Because back then there wasn't you didn't hardly have no TVs to watch.
Okay.
Not back then you didn't. Nobody. Not only me. Nobody.
Okay. All right.
You have radio.
Did you have a job off of the farm?
No.
Like when you were a teenager or young adult?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No job. We didn't go to no other job.
Tell me the story of how you met your husband.
Well, like I was in Lexington, in town rather, one Saturday. So I walked, he was standing on the outside of the store.
Okay.
And I walked past and went inside the store. And so he said, I'm gonna wait right here until this lady come back out. So when I came back out, he was standing there, and he said, he stopped me. He asked me, he said, hello lady, what might be your name? And I told him, and then we just started talking.
And so this would be the man you would marry.
Yeah.
You would marry, and he would actually bring you to Waterloo. Is that correct?
Yeah. He
Okay.
brought me to Waterloo.
Tell me the story of how these events, you coming to Waterloo, happened. How did that happen?
Well, he finally got a job in Waterloo. So after he worked in Waterloo for a while, then we decided to get married, and he came up here.
Okay.
And he was working at John Deere. Matter of fact, he had an uncle here. What brought him here.
Okay. All right.
Because other words, I don't guess where he'd have landed up at. Might have been in Chicago or somewhere.
So did he come up just to visit his uncle or hang out, or how did?
I think he came for work.
Okay.
Because his uncle was here, and he told him about he couldn't get a job here.
And so his uncle, do you know if his uncle was working at John Deere?
His uncle, no, he wasn't working at John Deere. He was working at Rath.
At Rath, okay.
Packing house,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so your husband, he comes, and his name is, your husband's name?
Sylvester Saffold.
Sylvester Saffold.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvester Saffold, Mr. Saffold is in Waterloo.
Mm-hmm.
About what time would this be that you would come to Waterloo?
I came to Waterloo in February.
Okay.
And you know it was cold.
Right.
If I knowed it was bad and that cold, I never would have left the South. I wouldn't have.
Okay.
Oh, it was cold.
What year of
You
February?
think we got snow out here now? It was more than that.
What year was this in February that you would come?
That was it was in February 1947.
February 1947,
Right.
you would come.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your husband would send for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Right.
Okay, he would send for you.
Mm-hmm.
He's at John Deere.
Well, he's at John Deere.
So what is he doing at John Deere?
He was a molar.
Okay.
I think that's pouring iron. I believe it is what they call his molding.
Down the foundry.
Yeah, around in the fountain, right.
That's the motors working the foundry.
Right.
Is that correct? Okay.
Right.
He would start there in about 1947.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Did he like his job? Did he talk a lot about his job?
Well, he liked it because he made pretty good money at that time. So he thought he was making pretty good money.
Okay. he thought he was making good money.
Yeah,
huh?
he thought he was. Yeah, he liked it. He wouldn't never complain about, I'm not going to work. Mm-hmm. If he hurt or had a cold or anything, he didn't stop.
Okay.
Right on to that job.
Okay.
Never late.
So he was determined. He was a hard-working man.
He was a really hard-working man.
Okay. All right. Now, did he ever talk about what the conditions were like in the foundry?
Hot.
It was hot?
It was really hot in there. Yeah, it was hot.
Do you remember him coming home? So how did he look after he'd come home from working 8 hours, 10 hours? How did he look when he came home?
They would kind of clean themselves up. They wouldn't just walk out the fountain, They would take showers and clean it. He looked pretty nice and looked like he was kind of rested when he got home.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he just had a fresh shower.
Yeah, he had a fresh shower and changed his clothes, and everything.
So when he comes home, he's
clean.
He's clean when he comes home. Okay.
Come home and want to stretch out.
Okay. Now, did he move up? I mean, because the foundry is like an entry-level position. It's a dirty job,
yeah, it's
right?
a dirty job, and I think he stayed right there.
He stayed
Well,
there?
I can remember. I don't remember he moving up. Only thing, he might change shifts.
Okay.
But I never know him be moving up to no other place.
Okay. Oh, okay. They would give him maybe second shift.
Yeah,
a
then
third shift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to break up his routine a little bit, but nothing more than that.
Nothing more than that.
Okay. Did he make any attempts? Did he apply for another position within John Deere? Did he make any attempts to get out of there?
He might have, but I can't remember. If he did, he never got no further.
Okay. He didn't try to bid on anything, or?
Well, yeah, he tried to bid on things. But now, if he bidded on something and got him, he didn't stay there long, because somebody else was bumping him off of it.
Okay. All right. So he did. So he bid it for some other positions to get out of there.
And got it, but he wouldn't be there long. Somebody else done bumped him.
They bumped him back down.
Back down.
Okay.
And you know that wasn't good.
Well, he started to get sick. Is that correct? From that, tell me about your husband's cancer, and I understand it to be job related from working in the foundry.
Yeah.
What were some of the symptoms that he showed that you saw as when he would come home?
Well, he'd be coughing.
Okay.
Yeah, cough quite a bit.
Okay. Did he cough up anything, or?
That black, what you call it?
Black soot or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, from all that.
And what he done inhaled, you know, and working in the fountain.
Okay, working the fountain. He inhaled a lot of the dust and stuff. Okay, all right. And then so now he would get lung cancer as a result of his work. When your husband was officially diagnosed with cancer, because he's coughing.
Yeah.
You know, he's coughing, he's getting sick.
Yeah.
And when he learned it was from his job, how did he feel about that? What was his reaction? What was your reaction to that?
Well, it kind of, you know, I don't know how you would say you feel. You just feel like, well, you just got to come out. You can't do that no more. You just got to come out, 'cause it ain't gonna help you now.
Okay.
So, but he didn't want to come out. So he worked there a little while, and finally he had to retire.
Okay.
And you know, he was a smart man, working, and he got kind of bored, you know, sitting around not doing nothing. And I think that probably made him feel bad and made him sick, and he probably thought he was really sick.
Okay.
'Cause he just getting weaker and weaker all the time. So finally he had to go to the hospital.
And so how old was he when he would retire, per se?
What number, I couldn't say.
Okay.
In his 50s.
Early 50s or late 50s?
Yeah, probably is late 50s.
Late 50s? After how many years would he retire from working at John Deere? How long was he there before he retired?
28 years.
So here he is, 28 years working in the foundry. He can't get out. And when he does get out, he gets bumped back down.
Right.
Okay. Obviously, he is aware that the conditions are bad.
Right.
He's becoming sick from it. But he has to work because he has to take care of his family, right?
Right.
Okay, all right. And let's talk a little bit about you and you coming here, because we know that when many African Americans would come to Waterloo during this time period, that they were put in, you know, entry-level jobs. They were in the service sector doing domestic jobs.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Your husband's in the factory and he's in the dirtiest job.
Right.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about where you would work at when you would come. Let's talk a little bit about your work experiences.
Well, my first job when I came here was at the Colony Club, they call it, beyond the Electric Park.
Okay.
And that's restaurant work.
Okay.
And it wasn't that good.
It wasn't?
No.
Okay.
But you had to do what you could get. What, you know, it just wasn't no jobs here. Almost as bad as it was in where I came from.
Okay, just as bad, huh?
Just as bad.
But it wasn't on the farm. That was the difference.
Just all.
Okay.
But might as well have been on the farm.
Okay.
Done been off on the farm. And you were back there sweating in the restaurant all night, making nothing.
Making nothing.
Making nothing.
Okay. So what were some of your responsibilities at the Colony Club?
Well, I I had to clean vegetables, like I clean onions, clean white potatoes,
Okay.
clean lettuce, carrots, and then after you do those carrots, white potatoes, you got to get the skin off of them, and then we had to slice them up, put them in a slice and slice them up.
Okay.
Getting ready for the French fry. And the lettuce, that was for the salad. We had to wash that and pull the leaves apart and wash it real clean.
So your food, you prepared the food is basically what you were doing.
And then, got tired of looking at shrimps. Sure had to clean them.
Okay.
But I ate good while I cleaned them. I ate shrimp and I cleaned shrimp.
Okay.
They was already cooked, you know. But yeah, you get the shell off of them. I clean them and wash them out real good. And I throw one in my mouth.
Hey,
you already done.
Right.
You just ain't fried.
Okay.
You done, though.
And so now, you're here at the Colony Club, a restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay, restaurant. Were you able to do any waitressing, anything like that?
No, we that wasn't my job.
There were a lot of black waitresses at the Colony Club?
None.
No?
None.
Oh, none?
None.
Why is that? You could not apply to be a waitress?
I never. They tell you what they want you to do.
Okay.
Well, not no special file, but they just put the ads in the paper what they needed.
Okay.
And you apply what you thought you could want it.
Okay.
But even if you had applied for a waitress, you was not gonna get no waitress job.
Couldn't do it, huh?
No.
Couldn't be a waitress. You had to stay in the back.
You got to stay back there and do dishes.
Okay.
Clean vegetables.
Okay. Okay.
All
right.
So you see, it's what it was like here and down south.
Okay.
Not too much different.
Not much different.
Not much different.
Okay.
Same thing down there, same thing up here. Only you just make a little more money.
Okay, so the kitchen work, behind the scenes, cooking, washing dishes, were basically what you could do.
What you could do. I don't care where you went.
Okay.
Just what you could do.
Okay. Let's talk about, I know you worked at the Charcoal Cottage. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That was a restaurant?
That's the same thing. Same job, same thing.
Okay. In a restaurant, that's
You're
what
right.
that is.
Same thing, no different.
And you were back in the kitchen?
Back in the kitchen.
Okay. Tell me about the job interview that you had at the hotel. Tell me that story. You applied.
I never did work there. I put in an application, and they called me.
Okay.
Called me, I passed,
Okay.
the examination and everything.
Okay.
So
what do they want you to do? So you get the job.
Cleaning chairs.
They want you to clean chairs?
Clean the dining room chairs.
Clean the chairs. That was
yeah.
And so what did you think? Did you stay there and clean chairs?
No, I didn't even work.
You didn't work?
I didn't, no.
You didn't accept the position?
I didn't accept it.
Okay, all right. Okay.
But you could go there and clean, you make beds and stuff, but I didn't even apply for that.
You didn't? Okay.
So that's hard too.
Okay. Well, let's talk about some of the private
private home.
Yes, let's talk about some of you going to the homes and clean. Let's talk about.
Well, it ain't quite bad as the hotel. I don't think it would be. Because when I was working at the private home, I just told them what I would do and what I wouldn't do.
Give me some examples of just some of the things that you would do. I
would mop their bathroom floors.
Okay.
I would dust. I would run the vacuum over the whole house.
Mm-hmm.
And I would dust the furniture. And I would clean the windows if they had spots or anything on them.
Okay.
I shine up the stoves and clean off the refrigerator not out, on the outside.
Okay, all right. Well, let's
I didn't wash and I didn't iron.
Okay, you wouldn't wash and you wouldn't
No.
iron. Those are some things you
I'll
would
be
not
there
do.
till midnight.
Okay, sit till midnight. So no laundry for you
No laundry, no ironing.
and no ironing.
I didn't do that.
Okay, all right.
No cooking.
No cooking.
Nope, no
Okay.
cooking.
Now, what's the longest that you would work for someone? I know you work for a number of professionals, white families from Waterloo. What is the longest that you would work for a family?
Maybe as long as hours I would ever put in would be about 6 hours, or 6.5.
In the way of years?
Oh, yeah. Oh. But, no, from 19 to 20, about 23 years.
23
Or
years?
longer.
Then you would retire.
Mm-hmm.
You retire from cleaning homes.
Right.
Then I know that you would spend a lot of time gardening
Yes,
during
sir.
your retirement, but even before that you would do a lot of gardening. Is that correct?
Doing the same thing in the evening when I come home from doing that private homework.
Okay.
Come home and do my yard work,
Okay.
working in my flowers and garden.
So you're well known in the community for doing your gardening and stuff like that.
Right.
Because in fact, I know the Courier has an article about your yard.
Yes.
So how did you react to that? The Courier coming wants to cover your yard.
Well, it wasn't really no surprise. I don't guess. To me, it wasn't. Because my granddaughter, she thought the yard was pretty.
Okay.
And she said, Grandma, said you should have it in the paper.
Okay.
I said, oh. She said, yes. And she knew the lady that worked down there because she had worked at the Courier a while.
Okay.
And so she called up and told her to give me a call. And so the lady did give me a call, and she wanted to know when could she come out and take a picture of the flowers.
Okay.
And she came out and she took the picture of the flowers.
What is your favorite flower? What is your favorite one?
My hibiscus.
Hibiscus?
That red, big old hibiscus.
You like that?
That's my favorite flower.
Okay. Now,
And I also like my hollyhocks.
and the hollyhocks?
Yeah, they
Okay.
double, some of them.
Okay.
They really pretty.
Now, spending time in your garden, does that kind of, what does that remind you of, or what does it give you a feeling of, being in the garden?
Oh, just look like it's just something I want to do.
Okay.
That just make me feel like I just love flowers.
Okay. All right.
I really do love flowers.
Well, when I seen some of the photographs of you working in your yard, it kind of, I got the impression that you kind of feel like you're in Mississippi, or it kind of reminds you of the South. Does it give you that impression at all when you're out there?
I never hardly think about when I'm out there about Mississippi.
Okay.
But sometime if I have some flowers out there, and I say, oh yeah, Mama had this,
Okay.
and she had that, and I remember. I said, I'm seeking I grow some. So I'll plant it. I say, and different people would come by and say, oh yeah, we grow those in Mississippi. I said, yeah. So
It's a beautiful space.
Yeah.
Looking at the pictures, seeing you walk through the yard, and you got your lawnmower and stuff like that.
Yes.
It looks like you're working hard. Also looks like you're having a good time. Looks like you're having a really good time.
I'll be kind of enjoying it out there.
Okay, all right. Well, look, it was great talking to you. Thank you very much for making the time to come and share your story with me. It has been a pleasure, and it has been a privilege interviewing you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.